Are you effing kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? 5. That is the number 5. Proud Boys members want to sue the federal government over January 6th prosecutions. What in the actual dog crap, dude? Well, the good news is that currently, unfortunately, the government belongs to the guy who incited the insurrection on January 6, 2021. Let's get into this reporting by KWTX News. The article, ladies and gentlemen, is titled 5 Proud Boys Sue U.S. Government Over January 6th Prosecutions. And ladies and gentlemen, pardon me and excuse me. And ladies and gentlemen, the article reads, 5 members of the Proud Boys, a far-right militant group, claim their constitutional rights were violated when they were prosecuted for their participation in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol, according to a lawsuit filed Friday. The lawsuit was filed in Orlando federal court by former Proud Boys chairman Enrique Tarrio, Joseph Biggs, Zachary Rehl, R-E-H-L, Ethan Nordine, and Dominic Pizzola. It seeks unspecified compensatory damages plus 6% interest and $100 million plus interest. $100 million plus dollars in interest in punitive damages. There was hostages in this country, Tarrio said during a news conference Friday afternoon, adding, quote, "It's about any other country today, and that's why this lawsuit is so important to bring back law and order into our system," unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that there were not hostages in this country that day. There were people who lost their lives. People that didn't deserve to lose their lives. I applaud Pamela Hemphill, who's an Idaho resident, who was pardoned but refused to even receive her pardon and is currently still fighting to this day to refuse her pardon by the fascist rapist 34 felony count sexual predator. Let's get back into the news reporting. The lawsuit claims the men were arrested with insufficient probable cause and that government agents later, quote, found, unquote, fake incriminating evidence. They also claim they were held for years in pretrial detention, often in solitary confinement. Quote, the plaintiffs themselves did not obstruct the proceedings at the Capitol, destroy government property, resist arrest, conspire to impede the police, or participate in civil disorder, or did they plan, nor did they plan for or order anyone else to do so, the lawsuit said. Well, we know, for one, ladies and gentlemen, one takeaway is the statement of the lawsuit is completely false. Tario, Biggs, Real, REHL, and Nordine were all convicted of seditious conspiracy and other crimes for their participation in the Capitol riot that sought to stop Congress from certifying former U.S. President Joe Biden's win over President Donald Trump in 2020. In the 2020 presidential election. Piazzolla was acquitted on the conspiracy charge, but convicted of stealing a police officer's riot shield and using it to smash a window. After returning to office earlier this year, illegally, ladies and gentlemen, Trump granted pardons to almost all of the more than 1,500 people who stormed the Capitol. While Tario received a pardon, the other four plaintiffs had their sentences commuted. The lawsuit said all four applied for pardons on May 13. The U.S. Justice Department didn't immediately respond to a message seeking comment. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this legal breaking reporting and legal analysis update. If you did enjoy this reporting and legal analysis update, please, firstly, like, comment, share, subscribe, and enjoy. Secondly, if you want to make sure you're always up to date on all the things legal breaking reporting wise, please follow me on my social medias. That'll be linked down below in the video description. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Threads, as well as TikTok. There, you guys will be updated instantly when I upload brand new legal breaking reporting analysis videos to the channel. You guys can also stay up to date by following me, hitting the bell icon that is right next to the subscribe button down below the screen here. Fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, please help me reach and achieve the goal of 190 plus subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm saying 190 plus subscribers is because right after we reach and achieve the goal of 190 subscribers, we have more subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, to reach and achieve right after we reach and achieve the goal of 190 subscribers. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, please stay safe. And always look for the points of light in today's unfortunate illegal induced darkness caused by the illegal unconstitutional Trump administration, Trump regime. Because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, this is not an administration. An administration does not cause chaos and fear. And always look for the points of light. And I will look forward to talking to you guys in my next legal breaking reporting.